Welcome to chartxgames.com latest newscast. If you enjoy today's video, then please like, comment and subscribe. Today's news headlines: Xbox servers offline last night. Play Diablo for free through your web browser. Terrifying Blair Witch gameplay emerges. In today's news, Xbox servers offline last night. Xbox services for both Europe and the United States were hit by severe server outages last night, causing havoc for gamers across the two continents. In a live response to the devastating server downtime, Microsoft took to Twitter to assure users that they were working on the issue. "We have teams working on sign-in issues on console and at Xbox.com right now. This includes any error messages you may be seeing when trying to log back in after a disconnect. Please watch here for updates as available." Later, Microsoft also stated that the issues had been resolved and that users should log out and then log back in to resume normal service. However, long after this statement was released, thousands of users reported that the problems persisted and that there was no online functionality on their Xbox machines. Following restored functionality to login and gaming services, Xbox users were still reporting that there were issues with access to purchase movies via Xbox Movies and TV, such as Avengers Endgame. While Xbox Live's official server status page shows everything running as normal, some users are still taking to downdetector.com to state that their services are still unavailable. It seems that while the vast majority of service may have been resumed, not all functionality has been restored the entire system. Microsoft has, of course, released the obligatory series of tweets reassuring users that they are working hard to fix the problem, which I am sure they are. They have not yet offered an explanation for colossal server outage. The latest service downtime comes just exactly 1 week after other server issues plagued Xbox users on July 24. Problems with the Microsoft Store servers barred access to people wishing to make online purchases for games such as new games and movies, and in some cases also prevented users from accessing previously purchased content of the same type, including DLC for popular games and subscriptions. From browsing Xbox Support's official Twitter page, there appears to be a clearly identifiable pattern and almost weekly breakdown of some kind, whether it be subscription access or movie restrictions. From the individual lost services over the past month, it would have been easy to assume that a larger outage may have been inevitable, where access to all services was lost, rather than on their own. The fact that Microsoft has kept quiet about the cause of these outages may lead one to suspect that small DDoS attacks may have taken place, culminating in last night's larger attack. However, DDoS attack or not, it appears Microsoft was quick to respond to the issue and has, at the time of writing, for the large part, restored functionality to the vast majority of its users. Play Diablo for free through your web browser. The classic Dungeons & Dragons fantasy game Diablo has been made available to play via desktop web browsers thanks to a small and dedicated team of fans. Access to the game is restricted to the shareware version of Diablo, however. If you own the full game, then you can also access that version through your web browser by dragging and dropping certain game files into it. The team at Rivesoft, who has also worked on mainstream Blizzard projects, has ported the code of the game for web browser use, which also apparently retains bugs from the original version. For players looking for a quick Diablo experience, the shareware version reportedly provides around 20 minutes of the excellent D&D gameplay that Diablo is known for. Diablo was developed by NetASA Game and was published under Blizzard Entertainment and Sierra Entertainment for release in 1996. Since then, Diablo has become a legendary game in its own right and has spawned many sequels and expansions. Set in the fictional fantasy world of Sanctuary, Diablo has gamers playing out an epic battle between good and evil, humans and demons. Diablo offers a traditional D&D experience with players battling it out in maze-like dungeons with characters such as archers, sorcerers, and warriors against foes such as goblins and the undead. What made Diablo special was its true representation of Dungeons & Dragons, experienced via the medium of computer gaming, which transports the D&D experience from the imagination of the player to right in front of their eyes. The game's sequels continue the ever-complex story, and to this day Diablo games are still being released, as we have seen with Diablo 3, Rise of the Necromancer, and the upcoming Diablo Immortal. To this day, Diablo remains one of the gaming industry's most iconic games and has sold over 24 million copies. Diablo is available now from GOG.com, and the free shareware version is available at diablo.rivsoft.net. Terrifying Blair Witch gameplay emerges. One of the nicest or nastiest surprises, depending on how you look at, to come out of this year's E3 conference was the reveal of a brand new first-person horror game based on the legendary and iconic Blair Witch. The trailer showed some truly scary moments and gave a vague introduction to the story and a vague overview of what we can expect. Now though, a brand new trailer has been released that demonstrates full gameplay and shares some more details concerning the story of this truly terrifying-looking game. Following the investigation into the disappearance of a young boy by a former police officer known as Ellis, we get to step foot into the creepy Black Hills forest and the nightmare domain of Ellie Kedwood, also known as the Blair Witch. The trailer shows Ellis' entry to the woods while remaining in mobile phone contact with a woman named Jess. Predictably, as Ellis descends further and further into the forest, he begins to lose his mobile phone signal and of course any outside world contact with anybody, including Jess. All contact lost, and now at the mercy of the dying light in the thick of the forest, Ellis is now in the presence of a truly evil force. A key feature of the game that wasn't demonstrated at E3 but is now shown in the new gameplay trailer is the use of a canine companion that seems to be able to assist Ellis in looking for clues and letting him know when something dangerous is near. The new Blair Witch game, which is described by the developers as a story-driven psychological horror game that studies your reactions to fear and stress, has all the hallmarks of an instant classic. The excellent use of visual effects such as blood-red moments, quick dark creatures and appealing wall effects similar to Silent Hill, make this game appear quite stunning in its horrifying glory. Strong references to the Blair Witch legends such as the crude drawings, the bloodied handprints of children and of course the stick men seems to further add to the horrifying foreboding tone of the story. These subconsciously scary scenes make excellent use of some already iconic implements of psychological horror used by the movie's developers. What's even creepier, and is indeed a testament to the excellent use of the game's creepiness, similar to the movies, is that a lot of the scary action actually takes place during the daylight. One can only imagine what it's like after dark. Blair Witch is scheduled for release on Xbox One and PC via Steam on August 30, 2019. That's it for our gaming news today. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, rating and don't forget to comment. You could also hit subscribe if you want more news videos like this. Go to chartxgames.com for more gaming news, reviews, articles, and updates.